Previously on The Duel, Evan and DM scored victories at the pole dance challenge. During the duel selection, Wes shocked the crowd by volunteering himself to go in first.
All right, Wes. Everybody but Evan's on the chopping block. Who are you going to pick?
He then chose to face off against the tenacious Derek.
Not want it any other way.
In the duel, Wes outmuscled Derek in a brutal battle of strength, sending the challenge vet home and securing his spot in the game.
I am in so much pain and don't want to do it again. This just took so much out of me.
You just gonna get up and roll out, huh?
Come on.
I'm drunk as a skunk. Robin is just completely wasted right now, and she just can get kind of crazy when she's drunk.
Anissa, you confused the out of me.
We get back to the house and Robin's like just messy, like she's a mess.
Anissa, if you're gay, lesbian, straight, black, white, Puerto Rican, Portuguese, pick something.
Okay, welcome back to the challenge, everyone. Welcome back to the challenge and the channel. Last time we saw Derek be eliminated by Wes, and we're starting off this episode, which looked like to start off with a nice little outing, everyone having a good time. But Robin here, as you've seen, has decided to get a little bit too drunk, and it's not going to end well for her. She's about to say some shit that I don't think anybody would agree with. And it's just quite rude. It's just quite rude, but I'll let you see how this all plays out. But yeah, again, thanks for coming back. Hopefully you guys enjoy the channel and the episodes. And let's get into this.
You don't talk about black, white, nothing. I never say anything to anybody racially. Get the out of my face. You are a disgrace to women. Black, nothing. You are a disgrace.
Robin's acting like an idiot, and I'm like, oh, hell no.
And then you say the racial to me? You are an embarrassment. I'm embarrassed to be a woman because of you. Who are you?
I don't have time for this.
See you in the duel.
I have never in my life not known what to say. I mean, Robin is one of my great friends, but how on earth could you ever say that?
When Robin gets drunk, it's a black hole of emotion.
No. That kind of behavior should not be tolerated. I'm very hurt. My mother is white. I identify with her. My father's West Indian. I identify with that. I am proud of everything that I am. And I'm so glad to be a product of what I am because I accept everybody for who they are, no matter where they come from, what they choose to study, who they love. You know, you want to wear one blue sock, one red sock. I don't care. I can't fill out just one box. But I'm just not one thing. I just haven't felt this way in a long time.
For her to go out of her way to violate her like that, I am very offended, to be honest with you. Yes, I am. You don't throw gay cards at people. You don't throw race cards at people. So when you sit there and act ignorant and say, hey, this and that, blah, 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 whether you're drunk or not, there's no excuse for it.
Yeah, I can't really say it much better than Brad did there, really, at all. He got some crazy fucking eyes, though. He looks like a crazy person. It's hilarious. I couldn't stop fucking staring at his eyes. He was just like, just staring. But, yeah, what he said is 100% true. Doesn't matter if you're drunk or not. And in my opinion, I don't know if any of you guys have heard this saying before, but always remember it, because it's true. Drunk words are sober thoughts. Always remember that. Yeah, I just feel bad for Anissa. It must suck. At this time, I'm pretty sure she was very young. She's only like in her young 20s or something like that, surrounded by a bunch of people. And the worst thing is like no one stopped Robin, right? They're all sitting around talking about how bad it is now. And Keena went to the cameras and was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe she said that." Blah blah blah. But nobody said anything to Robin's face. Nobody told her to shut up. Shut the fuck up, Robin. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a drunken fool right now. Go to bed. Nobody said that to her face. So, I agree with Brad 100%, but it would have been nice if he could have said that to her face. But, we'll see a little bit of hypocrisy from him later on in the episode.
You sleep, you awake, what's up? No, because I want to talk to you because I want to do it tomorrow.
I need some sleep, and I'm sorry. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
I'm trying to wake her up, but she's like, and I'm like, no, get up now. There's not enough sorries you could ever say to me. You're never going to be able to live a day in my shoes. You're never going to go through what I went through as a child.
Like wherever we are, it's like you're this, you're that, you're, you know, and it's like I'm like every day I feel like, who are you, Anissa? I've done 3 challenges with you, and every time I've got a different Anissa with different hair and different accents. It's hard to trust somebody that doesn't even know who she is and like where she's coming from, and it's just like I mean, I don't know, I just flip.
This isn't the first time you've ever said anything about my sexuality. This is the 4th time.
Because I don't understand your sexuality.
It's not for you to understand, because sometimes I don't even get it.
I apologize for offending you,
but you need to learn from it, though.
And
this will not be the last time. Things with Robin go in one ear and then go out the other. It's kind of like I'm talking to a wall. And I really don't want to waste my time trying to educate somebody who just doesn't care to learn. I do not forgive you. I will not forget. I will forgive you on my own accord. I will forgive you one day. I think that every time I look at Robin, I'll hear her say those things to me again. And it's not like I'm never going to forgive the girl. I'm so over her.
Oh my gosh. Some people, it's like they see someone or a group of people or something, I don't know, and they don't get it, right? They don't get it, so they think it's bad or something like that. But Anissa said the perfect thing. Robin's like, well, I don't understand your sexuality, and it's not for you to understand. You don't need to. So back off. Jesus Christ, Robin, what the fuck is the matter with you? And then, remember when I said drunk words or sober thoughts? The bitch woke up the next morning and doubled down on what she was saying when she was drunk. So if you ever have this experience in your life where someone does some shit or says something to you or someone that you know, and they wake up the next day and they're like, oh, I was just drunk, I didn't mean any of it, don't just let that shit slide, alright? But besides all this ridiculousness, let's move on to something a little bit more entertaining and fun. Let's see how the challenge plays out.
It looks disgusting. I mean, it's an infestation of flies on every piece of food that we have.
All right, guys, on your marks, get set, go!
Let me get one. We all get one, right? What the do you think this is?
I'm eating steak after steak and potatoes, and, you got 20 minutes, you got to get a good pace going and eat as much as you possibly can.
I'm not even chewing it.
No, okay.
Can I win a challenge, please? Just one, so I can feel special for a day. I'm trying to figure out what the is first, though. I don't really have time for that. If I do win today, that means that I get safety, which I need terribly, because I always find myself to be at the bottom of the selection process.
I want the girls to win, of course. I want my team to win. It's good to win a challenge, but I'm a picky eater.
I know that I have to eat, because if I don't eat and we don't win, I'm not even eligible to sprint. I'm automatically not going to get safety. So I have to eat as much as possible.
Oh, I might have to put one of these down there.
Save that for later.
CT and Evan are like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is not a food fight. This is not a joke. It is a female duel day, and I need your support.
All right, guys, you got 2 minutes.
So, Oh, geez. Sorry. Excuse me. So this challenge here is actually a 2-tier challenge, 2 portions. The first one, they've been split into teams, and as you can see, they're shoving all this food down their faces as fast as they can in 20 minutes, because they've weighed each team collectively, and whatever team comes back to the scales after 20 minutes and weighs more wins the first portion of the challenge. Then, the second portion is pretty simple. It's just basic wind sprints, but they're individual now. They go to individual guys and girls, and you just run down, grab a flag off a pole, come back, deposit it in your basket, and the only real thing in that portion is you have to get the first flag on the first pole before you go to any of the other ones. So pretty good challenge here today. I like that it's like 2 tiered and get the first eating challenge of the season. As you can see, I don't think the guys are taking it too seriously because it is a female duel day, so I'd be kind of pissed if I was Keenan or DM. But yeah, let's just see how this first portion ends up and who ends up being able to shove more food down their gullets in 20 minutes.
Yeah! Oh, you fat bastard!
Good? Alright guys, team 1 gained 5.1 kilos, and team 2, you gained 6.2 kilos. So you guys are moving on to the second round.
This is frustrating. I feel like I'm gonna give birth to chicken and potatoes later, and I have to just sit here and like feel gross.
Once again, it's come down to the battle of the alpha males, me versus CT.
Female duel day today. Gotta win safety. If I don't win safety, I know I'm going in the duel.
Ready? Go!
I somehow forget about all the disgusting food on the table and run.
It really pisses me off at first when I see myself behind, but I always gotta imagine, I'll get there, I'll get there.
You know, I try to pace myself. Then DM comes out of nowhere. She's going. I try to pump up the gas, go as fast as I can.
CT has won the race. Now it's time to puke.
Win the safety, but my stomach's going nuts, and so I really am just trying to hold everything down.
So, CT, DM, they pulled it out. They get the good victory. That's safety for DM, huge for her. But, as you saw in the beginning there of the second portion, CT ran straight to the farthest flag first, which, if you remember, you're supposed to get the first flag before you go to any of the other flags. That immediately disqualifies CT, giving the win to Evan. Not that big of a deal, since it's not a safety duel day for the men, but still a little bit upsetting for him. Doesn't get to get the NHL package. But challenge is over. Now we have to go to the picking process to see what girl will be left last and immediately going into the duel, and who she will pick.
At this point, I'm like, are these the same people that had my back the other day and that would stand by me?
All right, Brad, who you got?
I'm very offended, to be honest with you. You don't throw gay cards at people. You don't throw race cards at people. Whether you're drunk or not, there's no excuse for it.
All right, Brad, who you got?
Robin.
I'm pissed off at Brad. Like, why he goes and just picks her? Like, nothing. I'm just hurt because the people that you do think are your friends are not there when you need them the most.
I never told Anissa.
Just picks her. Like, nothing. I'm just hurt because the people that you do think are your friends are not there when you need them the most.
I never told Anissa that I wasn't gonna vote for Robin. I said I was very disappointed in Robin. So at this time, I'm trying to play the game to the best of my ability to keep myself here, and I'm not gonna turn my back on the girl from my season that I've known for this many years and just say, hey, I'm done with you.
You're a bitch, Brad. You hypocritical bitch. See what I mean? He wants to look all good in front of the cameras. Oh, I'm so offended. But when it comes down to it, when it really matters, he's stuck with Robin and left Anissa out to dry. That's hypocrisy at its finest. And just basically he was just virtue signaling, trying to look good, until it came down to when he needed someone in the game for him to make sure he's safe in the future, instead of actually having a little bit of balls and some morals and a spine and being like, no, I'm not going to stand by this racist bitch. But it is what it is. Anissa is into the duel, unfairly in my opinion, but that's life. It's just unfair. It's unfair for a lot of us. Let us skip forward here. I will let you know justice was served a little bit because Anissa chose Robin to go into the duel with her. So let's see. We're going to see how that plays out now.
Go! Go!
Come on, Robin, over! Come on, Robin, come on! Get all the people around the table first. Come on, Rob! No, the loop! The hoop!
Robin is having difficulty with how to release these puzzle pieces, and she's starting to get flustered, and I'm starting to get nervous, and I'm starting to get scared.
Good job. I can't walk towards you.
Congratulations.
I love you guys. I think that things work out the way that they're planned. Like, this is a really, really good win for me.
Once again, Anissa, victorious in the duel. Congratulations to you. You get to stay in the game. You're still in the 150. You got an Xbox 360, sweetheart. Congratulations, all right? Go back and rejoin the cast. Good job. Robin, you know how it goes. 20 minutes. You've been a good competitor. Rest of you guys, I'll see y'all later. All right, get out of here.
And there it is. Karma is a bitch. Robin, you done fucked up, taken into elimination by the person that you offended, and then she sent your ass home. Couldn't even write it any better. Good for Anissa, she wins again. And she got an Xbox 360. Damn, bro, back then that was huge. I'd take an Xbox 360 right now. Well, I have one, but I would take another one, because they're like one of the best gaming systems ever, in my opinion. I don't know what I'm talking about at the moment. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically this episode of the challenge. There's only a little bit left. Like usual, I'll probably let you guys finish it off with the end credits and all that good stuff. But if you're still here, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you didn't, well, yeah, I guess it just sucks to be you. Have a good one.
It's really great here. I would recommend this place to anybody. Oh my, they're like glue. Oh yeah. They should really open one of these in New York or something. Excuse me. Yeah, what would you call this? A stir fry?
I would call it surf and turf.
Surf and turf. That's a nice name for it. I dare someone to put this in their mouth.
What is it?
That was on my. Don't, dude. Right. Don't.
Down, Evan. Evan.
We're fine. She's just getting a little carried away over there.